1, hey, 2, hey, 1, hey, 2, hey, 3, hey, 4, hey, ho, hey, ho, hey, ho, hey, ho. Everybody get up. Ho, hey, ho, hey, ho, hey, ho. Everybody get up. Everybody get up. I said, everybody get up.
Sing that song. I am not my hair.
Yeah.
I am not the skin that lives within. James for the hookup.
King, you know what's up.
I know.
Yeah, we got cut off for a minute there.
But we're back.
But we're back. And we was talking about Tracee Ellis Ross, and then you mentioned
Who has a hair product line now?
Yes.
A natural hair product line. And I love the fact on Blackish that she keeps it real about their hair. Like we were talking about Marseille Martin and her did that whole. And Jill Scott was the hairstylist.
Yeah.
Jill's hair. Oh, I love Jill's hair.
I love Jill Scott.
We can just.
And then, there's Viola Davis, and we were talking about How to Get Away with Murder when she pulled out
pulled
that
that
wig.
wig.
And it was
like, yes! Yes! Show them the truth.
Yes!
And beautiful all the way down to the bone, natural,
Yes,
and whatever.
she had no makeup on in one scene, and I was like, "This is what we look like for real." Because I've seen stars that I just like admire, and then I see them without makeup, I'm like, wow,
You're completely different.
You don't even look the
the magic
same.
of makeup, and that's what magic makeup is for.
But I want to see your authenticity, and I think that I love playing in makeup, but I don't wear makeup every day. I'm just not into that. So,
I used to, but then I became a teacher.
Yeah.
what does that have to do with anything?
I have to be pretty for the little children.
Right.
Say that.
Oh, it's like that.
It is like that.
But you're the first imprint, and then they say,
And that's why they got to see my natural, authentic self.
Okay.
And being
Clean
like
it
one of
up.
the only black authority figures in the entire school.
Yeah.
And then it's funny to me because, like, if I do change my hair, put on the difference between my glasses and contact lenses, they're like, oh, Miss Lisa! Oh, what happened to your glasses?
Like, what about your hair when you went blonde?
Oh, blonde hair. Any day I come in with a new, oh, Miss Lisa, what are you doing to your hair? It's just like,
so
baby,
cute.
it's hair.
Oh, that's exciting though.
But I love the fact that I get to be myself in front of them.
Yeah.
And then teaching them drama and telling them, you can create whoever you want to be. Just like characters. Sometimes life isn't going to be great. Whatever's going on at home, and you still have to show up for jobs, you still have to show up for school. Acting, you can go ahead and put that little, I'm going to be this person for 8 hours, and then I'm going to go home and break down.
Yourself.
Yeah.
That's hopefully if you can professionally disconnect, because some people get caught up and they forget who they are. They get caught up and they can't disconnect.
Well, that's some deeper
that's some deeper stuff right there. But yeah, so we were talking about hair, makeup, and Size-ism. And have you had any experiences with Size-ism? You?
Not particularly, no. I mean, I always have to bring my own stuff, so that's pretty much, But that's how it's been for me, because it's the theater, and usually
but that's
sometimes
not.
something's
Don't
provided.
excuse it. Don't excuse it.
I shouldn't, but when their budget is whatever, I just
when their budget is whatever, but they flying in helicopters.
That's true, but no, I haven't been on that production yet, Lisa. But
that's my thing. Y'all got money for all these lights. Nothing in theater is cheap, so you need to go ahead and provide us.
Y'all, they can't see your faces turned like that.
Oh, I'm talking about. I like that. I'm sorry. I like engaging.
Yes,
and because of COVID, I've been home alone with the same 3 people.
So she
has other faces.
Yes.
Sorry, there we go.
And thank goodness in the theater you can be tall, because I worry about that in film. That usually people.
You would get some bomb ass roles in film.
I was gonna say
you get like some Fenton, some Assassins.
I know for
so
certain
new to
one
it
show
that
I did, I was not cast, and I was told this because of my height.
Okay.
I'm all of the 105'2", 100%. 5'2".
Because this is the only industry I've ever been in where I do have to put my weight and height on my resume, and that's like, oh well, and to me
You
that's
better than
already,
me, I don't tell them
you
that.
know, but that's just one of the things
That ain't none of their
expected,
business
right?
until after they
So
cast
if
me
it's
and they
there,
pay me.
it might not be in front of my face because who's to say what they looked at before you even got called in for?
But you know what?
So,
I can't deal with what they've looked at. I can only deal with what
Yes.
Lisa's bringing to the stage.
Yes.
And they can accept it or not. But
Yes.
I was, you know, you were talking about height.
Mhm.
I have been excluded from shows because either the other actor, like one show, my son, who's supposed to be a teenager, would have been taller than me. And I'm like, but that's real life.
Yeah.
That's real life.
Yeah.
There are mothers out there,
Yeah,
and
sure.
you know what? They still mother them tall babies. So I don't, and that is, you know, like the organization that I have, Ideas, is like, let's knock down some of these
Yes.
crazy standards that just don't make any sense.
Yeah.
Why doesn't the stage look like what households and
Yeah.
communities look like?
Yes.
You know, so
Yes.
True. And
Yeah.
so
Did I get
that's
that
a good
piece tucked
thing.
back in?
I
'Cause
think
I'm-
you did.
all right.
But so that's good that you have ideas
Talk about hair.
to help us to break down those barriers. And you know, we can start on a small scale to help break those down.
No.
That's why we got our podcast, Rav'n and I.
No, I said be loud, proud, and not just knock down the walls. Here's the way that I feel about it right now is that you have two different mindsets because the movement that came out of Broadway, the We See You White American Theater,
Okay.
they are giving demands.
Okay.
It is a 29-page booklet of demands of what you will do for
Okay.
theater to continue.
So then what should we do? Because see, I'm a firm believer, and this is why this is a space for everybody who has their opinions, they can pontificate, they can have, they can have, they can, you know, they can say whatever they want. But at the end of the day, I still want to close it up because I'm a big fan of T.I. And he said, and I quote him, he's like, the problem is not always the problem. It's the lack of solutions to the problem. You know what I'm saying? And so with this platform that we have, I definitely want to make sure that we ended up on a solution oriented, like what are we doing? Like we're being a contribution to making change and not just being the problem of yelling about the change.
Well, and first of all, the doors need to be open to conversation.
Yes.
That's the first issue is that I think now for the very first time, now that all theater, all productions have stopped, that the conversations, now is the time to have them.
Absolutely.
And in that being said, this is my Michonne horrible lock week.
She's pontificating.
Yeah,
Pontificating.
politicking, whatever you want, you know.
So I think it's important that we first of all
Go
have the
into character.
conversations. But and I've always been a proponent of if you see a problem, come in with a solution. Don't come in with just, I'm just mad. You didn't pick me and you made me do that. Blah, blah, blah. Nobody wants to hear that. So if you don't go in the door with a solution. So some of the solutions are, first of all, pay us for our work. If I come in with a wig, reimburse me for that wig.
Yeah.
If I am paid, if I'm doing my makeup and everybody else is getting their makeup done, pay me what you was gonna pay that makeup artist, so I can come in prepared.
Right.
You know, provide me the same concessions that you're giving everybody else, and moreover, amplify that by bringing in, first of all, black hairstylists and black makeup artists who know what they're doing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that would be very helpful.
Put that in your budget. Everything
and that's for TV, film, and
budgeted.
Yes.
So going in, you already know you have a black actor. Oh my gosh, we didn't even get into the men's hair.
You know
what they do to the brothers.
Well, you know, and that's true. I know a lot of brothers.
Spray paint.
What the hell is that? Why are you spray painting?
We not gonna talk
their
about
hairline is
spray
right here.
paint.
It's right here. You know their hairline back here.
Or the horrible Tyler Perry, please, for the love of God, you there now. You got that money, baby. Go on ahead and find you some black people who can do black hair and makeup because these wigs have got to stop. It's against all things natural and in order. You must
stop now.
That's what we need to do. We need
Yeah.
to raise our voices,
Yes.
and we need to say something, because we will get on. Everybody's got this social media warrior thing that they
Yeah.
want to do. They good at this, but sitting in a room and having a conversation.
Yeah.
Well, COVID, having a conversation with somebody saying, "Look, these are the needs that I need
Right.
to
Yes.
do my job.
Right.
I have the talent, but if I have this thought in the back of my head is I look a hot fool right now. I can't bring my
Yeah.
true self to the work.
Yep,
That's true.
Because you
You
want to
know,
be,
that's
you want to
true.
feel
Absolutely.
confident and beautiful
Yeah.
while you're on the screen, while you're on
Yep.
the stage. You want to make sure that you are projecting that. That's why they
they're
picked
showing you in your
you.
best
But they
light.
need to support the fact that you need some makeup and
Well,
hair and all
again,
that
it
stuff,
goes back
you
to the decision makers
Yep.
who
Yeah.
provide the budget.
That's right.
It goes back, and if we're talking about theater, it goes back to what does your board look like? Is your board diversified? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, if you have
That's a
any of
good
these
point.
3 black women on your board, when you say I'm gonna do Color Purple, the
Right.
musical, the first thing we're gonna be like, okay, so Miss Celie and Sophia and what's push the button? What's her name? Shug Avery.
yeah.
Shug Avery
Shug.
and all the singing sisters. We all need to have the right hair,
Yep.
makeup for the time period.
Yes. Yes.
And all our hair wasn't silky smooth.
Right.
Right.
And there are wigs and there are hair pieces
Yes.
that are made to look just like our hair.
Yeah.
Embrace what we come to the door with, our natural hair, because women have worn their
Right.
natural hair.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
And it's-
And listen to us. We
Yes.
know.
Yes.
That's the thing. If you don't open those conversations, and if I go into another theater company and they're like, well, we're in 1960s, but we don't have the budget for that, then why are you doing this show?
Right.
If you can't cast it, if you can't properly costume it, wig it, and make sure everybody has, like, theater is different. We all do our own makeup. There's no whole
Right.
team that's doing makeup. But that is something that should be thought about when they're doing compensation.
Yes.
You should be paid for, and I'm telling you right
Yeah,
now.
because there's
what's
times I had to
gonna-
go get hair and makeup. I had to go buy some pieces. I did get reimbursed
Yeah.
for my costumes, but that should be a
Well,
part
in
of
most
your budget.
most parts, most professional houses, they provide you tights.
Yep.
They provide you undergarments if it's specialty undergarments, and sometimes that's not done. In fact, I was in a hairspray, and
were you?
I've been in hairspray. I've been Motor Mouth Maybell more times than I can.
Nice. Same
shake a
role or
stick.
different roles?
Same role, Motor Mouth Maybell.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, which I love the role,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you know, I'm not complaining about it. But the thing is, when I'm sitting in a room with 3 other black women and 18 white women, and everybody's tights are provided, and then they're like, well, we couldn't find any to fit you or your color, so you go out and buy your own. That's an additional cost that I have to get in my car,
Right.
drive somewhere, or go
And you
online
should be reimbursed for that.
for my time.
And so when
if
we're
I
having
show up
these-
and you have
yeah.
on your makeup station all your things you need and it provided for you, but then I got to go out and take another trip to go buy things.
Right.
No, that's
And
equity.
So then
Equity
that's
is not
these are
provided.
conversations that we need to start in with your business or your is it nonprofit
It's an organization.
or organization?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
ideas.
Ideas.
And tell us again what does it stand for?
Inclusion, diversity, equity, access on stages. Ideas.
Yes.
Ideas. Thank you.
Yes. So we.
And she didn't tell you I was kind of slightly crazy.
No, Lisa is a joy. We've never worked together, have we, Lisa?
You and I haven't, Rav'n and I have done a show
Yes.
together.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, I know. There's every time I went for a role and you were there, I was like, I'm done. She
Every time I went for a role and I saw Latios, I was like, well, what am I
I'm
here
done.
for? So-
She tries to get the role. I'm like, good Lord, this
It was
girl.
availability.
When I see her name, I ain't got it. It's over.
Well, you know what? I thank you. I appreciate that, and I always want to lift all of us, because that's the other thing, is the scarcity and the lack of roles.
Yeah.
Sure.
Because American theaters, we refuse to see friendships being more than just the black girl who's the heavy or the
Right.
funny friend
Yeah.
or the comic relief.
Yeah.
You know, we have got to really get out of that too, and then there will be more opportunity,
Right.
and there won't be this scarcity of need for black actors, because then economically we can't keep this up.
No,
Yeah.
we can't.
We're already
And we need to make a living.
Yeah.
Like some people want to be full-time professional actors. You know, so we need to get that
And
same pay
opportunity
as our
is not
counterparts.
there.
It is not.
If I'm only seen as the maid, the drug addict, the prostitute.
We definitely talked about that on our last show about the stereotypes, definitely. So, but we want to say thank you for joining us. Do you have any closing remarks, Lisa? Keep it quick.
I am going to say Black Lives Matter. Please use your platform to continue this fight. It is not a cause du jour. It is, truthfully, if we can get American stages to demystify the fact that white and black people and Asian people and Latin people all live in the same communities, talk to each other and friends, and go to work together and do all of the things together. A lot of this will go away. Some of this stuff that's inherent in covert racism will go away if we start seeing images of what American life really looks like. And you put me in the right size clothes, take care of my hair, and make sure my face looks good.
That part. Beautiful. And just give another shout out for the shirt.
Oh, my shirt!
Just another shout out for the shirt.
Again, this is IamBlackCurrency.com. That is Jordan Hancock. Please, please, please. Black businesses matter too. Find us and find those resources, just like the hair.
And then 303 Hair and Supply, 3280 North Downing, owned by Aaron and Tisha. And any closing remarks for you?
You know, just keep it inclusive, and let's just keep this thing going, because Black artists matter as well. So, keep it Black owned and Black proud. So,
And thank you so much for joining us.
Yes,
Lisa,
hanging out with me. Thank you for this space and this opportunity to say something.
We appreciate you hanging out with Rav'n and Latios. Remember, you don't have to be asleep to dream, so get up and get out and do something for yourself. I'm Latios Muhammad, an actor with purpose.
I'm Rav'n Moon, an actor with passion.
And we are actors from the dark side.